Hey everyone, Supercell Celeste here. Today's Wednesday, March 13th, and today I want to show you guys a dynamic storm system that'll be bringing severe weather, severe thunderstorms today and tomorrow, while also bringing a snowstorm on the backside of it for Colorado. Now we'll be looking at the high-res HRRR model today, and we start off here looking at the jet stream level this afternoon. Notice how we have a big trough across portions of the west. This will be the main culprit that brings the severe weather potential tomorrow. Because as we go into the afternoon, this will be the afternoon tomorrow. Notice how we have a jet streak starts to develop across the mid-Mississippi Valley. This will aid in low pressure development, and this will be the main culprit to the severe thunderstorms tomorrow. And then notice how we have the deep trough out west centered across the Las Vegas area. Now I'm going to go right into the high resolution radar. Starts up here in the afternoon today. But the main show starts in a few hours from now, actually, along the warm front in Missouri and Kansas. Because watch how quickly we start to get thunderstorm development right in here from from St. Louis over towards Kansas City and points to the west of that. As these storms are more discrete in the beginning, how it's showing, that's when the tornado threat will be the highest. But there is a lack of deep shear out there and a lack of helicity or the lack of updraft rotation. So I'm not expecting a tornado outbreak with these storms, but there will be some tornadoes out there tonight. I am concerned more about the hail threat. I think there could be baseball-sized hail with these storms this evening across northern Missouri and Kansas. But as we go into the overnight hours tonight, the storms start to weaken a bit as the instability wanes. And they will evolve more into a squall line, so that by tomorrow morning we could be looking at a line of storms from Illinois into northern Missouri. This will be more of a damage and wind threat, and could see some reorganization of that into central Indiana, places like Indianapolis. Could see some damage and winds with this squall line tomorrow morning. Maybe some small hail out of it, but the main show begins tomorrow afternoon to the west of that. Notice how by the afternoon, this will be around 2, 3, 4 p.m. tomorrow. Notice how we're starting to get multiple supercell thunderstorms showing here on the HRRR. Multiple supercells possible across Missouri into adjacent Arkansas and Oklahoma. This is when the tornado threat will be the highest, like I said, when these storms are discrete. Also, the hail threat easily could get baseball size hail with these storms, with the way these hail cores are looking on the simulated radar here. But just like tonight, the wind shear and the helicity values aren't overly impressive tomorrow, so I'm not expecting a tornado outbreak or widespread damage in tornadoes with any of these supercells. But I do think there will be some low-end tornadoes out there with these supercells tomorrow. And then as we go out in time, further out than this, into tomorrow evening. Notice how they start to become multicellular and evolve into line segments across Missouri. This will lower the tornado threat, and it will evolve into more of a damage and wind threat. But notice how the model is showing some supercells possible here across central Illinois and central Indiana tomorrow evening along the warm front. If this does happen, this will raise the tornado threat for Illinois and Indiana tomorrow. It's not likely this will happen, but the potential is out there to see supercell thunderstorm development in Indiana and Illinois tomorrow evening. Just something to keep an eye on. It shouldn't last long because watch how quickly these storms evolve into line segments, which will quickly lower the tornado threat and raise the damage and wind threat. Could still see some more potent storms out ahead of it across portions of Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas. Still could see a tornado threat out there. But even that shouldn't last long because a lot of these storms start to merge quickly tomorrow night, and they'll evolve more into a damage and wind threat. The tornado potential will quickly fade tomorrow evening, so that by midnight tomorrow night, any tornado potential will be near zero. As the instability really starts to go down and any chance of seeing supercells dwindles as all these storms just start to merge together. And then that by Friday morning, we could see potentially a line of storms all across the Mid-South, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia. This is still over a day away, so this will probably change a bit. If it changes a lot, I might make a second video tomorrow. But yeah, that's all I got for this area. And now I want to quickly go to the snowy side of the system and show you what's going on there. So I'm going to take you to Colorado, and let's go to the precipitation type radar. This starts off this afternoon, and then the main show starts tonight into the overnight hours, especially for the Denver area in terms of snow. It could start out as a bit of rain, as it's shown here. This is around 7 p.m. tonight, a local time, but it should quickly change over to snow. That by midnight, much of the area around Denver will be looking at some heavy snowfall rates. And this will last the entire overnight hours tonight, and even going as far south as Pueblo here. And then into tomorrow. Tomorrow, the snow is not as heavy, but still easily getting some higher snowfall rates out there in the afternoon and evening for Denver and Colorado Springs. And then by tomorrow night, the majority of the snow should be over and done with. Quickly looking at snowfall totals, because some of these, the HRRR actually is showing some very impressive snowfall totals out of this. Actually, right here, you can see it's showing upwards of 1 to 2 feet for Denver, Castle Rock, Colorado Springs. The majority of this would fall overnight tonight, and then still getting some periods of heavier snow tomorrow afternoon. Now, this would be significant snowfall. This would be a significant snowfall, bringing widespread flight delays, school closures. Roads will be hazardous tomorrow and overnight tonight, so if you have to be out there, be careful. The question is, will there actually be close to 1.5 to 2 feet of snow for this area? It's in question, but I think easily getting 1 foot of snow is very realistic for this area, Denver, Colorado Springs, especially. If we do get higher snowfall rates than expected, then we will get more of this. What it's showing here, upwards of 18 inches of snow. But right now, I would put Denver and Colorado Springs in the 10 to 15 inch range, which is still very significant. Going to cause a lot of delays out there. And then quickly, I just want to show you guys just what I think. So let me just go to a blank map here. Let's go here, pull up a blank map. So here's basically what's going on. Today and tonight, I'm expecting the worst of the severe weather across portions of Kansas City into St. Louis, Missouri. I think the tornado threat is out there, but I'm not expecting a tornado outbreak. I think the hail threat will be more of a threat this evening. And then tomorrow, I think the worst of the severe thunderstorms will be across Missouri, eastern Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas, in this area here. This is for tomorrow afternoon. I think this is where the best chance of getting supercells would be, bringing very large hail and the potential for tornadoes. But just like tonight, I'm not expecting a tornado outbreak tomorrow because of the lack of deep shear and helicity. But still, I still do expect some tornadoes tomorrow. Another area I'm concerned with is across central Illinois and central Indiana along the warm front. If any storms can become discrete in this area tomorrow afternoon or evening, it would raise the tornado potential here, because anytime you have a warm front in the spring, this time of year, that's where you usually have a higher tornado threat. So that's why I'm concerned across central Illinois and Indiana tomorrow. So with that being said, that's all I got for today. Hope everyone stays safe with these storms tomorrow and on the backside of it and the snowy side. Have a good day, everyone.